And that's pulled away short. And a fine shot by Rohit Sharma. And plenty of time to go back. Plenty of empty space out there. We're in the first power play, the obligatory batting power play.
Just the flick of the wrist. There's not too much of a backlift on that occasion. It's the uncocking of the wrist, and he knew that he just had to go over the 30-yard circle, but he connected so beautifully.
Oh, lovely shot. That's 2 fours in the over. One from a short ball pulled away, and now one driven down the ground. So 2 fours in the over.
Well, that's more like the Shikhar Dhawan we've seen of late. Very impressive. Didn't lean on it, just let it come to him, and what a straight bat that is. Beautiful picture.
He's hammered that. 3 fours in the over. Found the space between the short point and the orthodox point. Beautifully played. Well, we've seen a straight drive from Dhawan, and now one to match it through the covers by Rohit Sharma. So the Indians now moving.
Just over pitching fractionally, but take a look at that for a shot. Just caressed it. Oh, that should have been blocked. He'd be a little disappointed, Pollard.
Yeah, he's in position precisely for that. And, well, it was hit pretty hard. Quite get down fast enough. Glorious. Once he can just free those arms and drive through the line, he's very, very dangerous. 2 fours in the over. He took 2 in 1 over from Roach early on.
Apart from one pull shot by Rohit Sharma, I think India have gotten a fair share of over-pitch deliveries, mostly from Roach.
They've been patient though. They've left the ball well. That's what you need to do on a pitch like this, where there's a bit of pace and bounce when it's in your zone.
That's wide, chopped away. 4. Morning, Aaron Lal.
Morning, Dooj. Yes, it surprised everybody that the bounce on this track. But here he's utilized that bounce and pace, Rohit Sharma.
Tino Best. That slashed away and got to the boundary very quickly. Third man really didn't have a chance.
Well, he made use of the pace, and there's a lot of it from Best. Outside the off stump, slashed at it. The ball really darted to the fence. The fielder at third man could barely move. Surprised everybody with the timing on that one, Shikhar.
And that will fall safely, and it will beat Darren Bravo to the ropes.
But that was innovative. He played 3 dot balls and then picked this one from outside off stump. Saw that it's going to be turning into him, and just guided it over the 2 close-in fielders' leg side, square on the leg side.
That's beautifully hit, and it'll go all the way. Got down the track, got near to the pitch, and just struck it through the offside.
Well, every now and then he does this. He comes down the track, trying to reach the pitch of the ball. It was pretty far away from him, but he got the bat onto it. Reached the length well, but he was suddenly found himself a little away from it. And in fact, it worked in his favor because he found the gap.
Beautiful. Excellent. Elegant from Dhawan.
This is his very special ability. He can turn it on. He's an aggressive cricketer, but take a look at that for footwork and magnificent. He's fearless on the offside. And he's always looking to go that direction. He's wanting to reach the pitch of deliveries. Beautifully done.
Coming back for 2. Under partnership now between the 201 without loss. We're in the 22nd over. Third 100 partnership. They've only had 9 innings together, so there's a good partnership, averaging 70.16 overall, and this innings is still going, of course. And the advantage, of course, of a right-handed, left-handed partnership. Come back for 2, and that'll bring him yet another half century. So Dhawan, as he did here when India were here in 2011 in the one-day series here at Queen's Park Oval, he got 51, and he's now past 50 here. Hit that really well, and will it go all the way? It does. He's got it right under it, Dhawan. He tried it in the last over and he rather toe-ended the shot to mid-on. This time he's got the middle.
It's a good choice of shots. We showed you a little while ago that it's very difficult to get down the track to Sunil Narine because of the length and pace that he bowls.
There he goes again. Will it go all the way this time? Yes, it does. 2 consecutive sixes with the same shot from Dhawan.
And there's only one fielder out there on that leg side, so his choice of shot here is very good. Even if he mishits it, there's a great chance that it'll fall safely into the outfield. Now, what does Narine do? Narine's option is probably to just go fuller.
Now he makes him shorten, and he's back and hoiks it through mid-wicket for 4. Dhawan winning this battle. 6-4.
Yeah, not a great option. Got to change the field here as well. This is a very good over for India as well. This is a type of impetus that they needed in their innings. It's played so well, Dhawan.
Roach is back, and that's a brilliant catch. That's a brilliant catch.
It is one of the few times that Dhawan saw a boundary scoring opportunity on the leg side. He's been proficient through the offside against the seamers. That was always Roach's intention, to bowl straight, and he picked out one of 2 deep fielders on the leg side. Well played, 69. It's 123 for 1.
They had floundered so far in the Tri-Series, but what a time for Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma to regain their best touch. The left-hand-right-hand combination prospered in Trinidad, just as it had in the UK during the ICC Champions Trophy before this tournament. They started cautiously before beginning to open their shoulders, and that sort of approach was exactly the need of the hour for the Indians, whose batting lineup had looked so mediocre in their last game. After losing the toss and being put into bat when they actually wanted to bowl, this is exactly what the men in blue needed. On that note, it's time for us to take a break here on the show. When we come back, we'll tell you whether or not India could make the most of the start given by Rohit and Shikhar.
Virat Kohli comes in at number 3. Demoted himself in the order in the last match. Nearly Vijay came above him. So Roach comes back and with his first ball of a new spell gets the wicket of Dhawan.
Top shot, no one in the deep. Because Roach had catchers all around the bat and wouldn't get any better than that. Confidence booster for Virat Kohli. Edge. The change works once again. Tino Best brought back into the attack, and just as a few overs ago when Roach came back in, picks up a wicket off the first ball, and it's Rohit Sharma once again. He's got a start and has to go back.
He played a shot there that didn't have a whole lot of future, bounced a little bit on him, but he's done a good job, Rohit Sharma. 46 his contribution. India now 141 for 2.
Two new batsmen at the crease for India, and it's Suresh Raina who's coming. He's got a promotion probably for the fact that India have got off to a start and there's no Mahendra Singh Dhoni in the team, so you need an experienced player come out there and control the innings. Also, he's a left-hander. This is that wicket.
So clearly an edge.
No one in the deep. Suresh Raina picks his spot. Great intent from the left-hander.
Well, that's a sign of confidence. Uses his feet and swings for the fences. Second delivery is faced.
Got him. Sammy in the slips picks up a sharp one that was low to his right. Raina, he'll be disappointed with this one.
Sharp is right. This ball had some pace on it and they went searching for it. Opened the face, went very quickly to Sammy, stayed down well for a big man and took the catch. So third wicket goes down for India. Suresh Raina goes for 10. India 156 for 3.
Dinesh Karthik in at 5. Not the start he would have liked. He's there because
Suresh Raina spun away from him, but he helped him out, opened the face and had a nudge at it. Sharp catch by Sammy.
Good shot from Virat Kohli. Yeah, second boundary, having faced 31 balls for Kohli.
Well, that's more like it. Against the spin of Samuels, the ball is coming into you. This is an area that needs to be exploited.
That took a long time. It took a long time, and Dinesh Karthik is stunned. There are some umpires, Steve Buckner, for instance, who took a long time, but I thought there was a lot of doubt in the mind of the umpire initially. Unusual for him to take as long as he did.
Not a happy man, Dinesh Karthik. Let's take a look. Short, outside leg. Well, it's difficult to say, but from that angle, it looked like it missed by over a couple of inches. Yeah, just too high for that edge. There wasn't much of an edge there. Well, he's got to go. That's part of the game. 6 for him off 7. It's 168 for 4.
Murali Vijay, who batted at 3 in the previous game against Sri Lanka, now comes in at 6. That's a run away for 4. That is very well played by Kohli. Got inside of it nicely and rolled the wrists.
Yeah, clever shot. It's all about getting into that position, and he got there early with time to spare. Kohli.
Brilliant. You cannot give them room with the nature of the field. The deep fielders are leg side. Anything outside the off stump goes through that inner ring, it's 4.
Yeah, he's not hedging his bets. He had got an onside field, the 3 that are allowed outside, and so He'd be a little disappointed with the length of that delivery, which gave him time to make that room. It wasn't so far outside the off stump.
Very good shot, very safe shot. When it's that full, you can hit it inside out, almost risk-free.
Well played. He had the length, he had the space as well, and he went through with it. Good stride forward, reached the pitch of it. Very beautifully done. This is a good beginning for Murali Vijay.
Brilliant manipulation. Lovely sweep. And a couple of boundaries in the over.
Yes, this is turning out to be a good inning. It's a great opportunity for Vijay. He's under the cosh a bit, but he's coming out of it with flying colours at the moment.
Lovely. Vijay's played here with a free mind as compared to the last game and is willing to take those risks.
He's making the difference. He's been omitted from the team that is to tour next, which is going to Zimbabwe, so maybe he's got a point to prove, and it's bringing out the best in him, that's for sure.
Oh, that is terrible. That is not great at all, but it's also clever from the batsman too. Probably anticipated the length being pulled back and just swiveled inside nicely.
Once he withdrew to the leg stump, this time he went offside. He knew there was no fine leg, so West Indies just succumbing to this onslaught from Vijay at the moment.
Good comeback. Pollard as his man. And there may be one risk too many for Murali Vijay.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed because he had really put together a terrific partnership. 27 of 18 for Murali Vijay. Just not enough pace on that delivery. As we know, Pollard can do, he varies his pace. Bowled it a lot slower, didn't get the pace, couldn't get the elevation or the timing. Vijay, big wicket. They needed that, the West Indies. 27 for Vijay, 210 for 5 now, India.
Ravindra Jadeja is the new batsman, and here are Tony Cozy and Ramiz Raja.
Thank you, Ian Bishop. Well, one ball left in the over, so 10 more to go. 210 for 5. Squeezed it past and will go for 4. Just past the backward point. Slow ball. And I think he's home. Dwayne Bravo breaking the stumps and the return.
Bravo isn't very sure, and I think he missed the stumps. He didn't know where he was with relation to the stumps there. Bravo, how far he was from the stumps. Didn't throw the ball, didn't have to, it's gone by half a yard at least, if not more. So this is a big major breakthrough, because fielding sides start to crumble in the last part of the innings. Not West Indies, they've thrown beautifully, they've fielded well, put pressure on India, and so Jadeja is lost to a run out.
And the fielder, Devon Smith, substitute, come on to the field. He's been a live wire in the field, very quickly getting that return back to Dwayne Bravo, who saw the opportunity, broke the stumps. Now 6 down for 221. We'll try for the second. Now this time, that's his 50. So Virat Kohli, important half century for the captain. That'll be 4. It's too short. It's down the leg side, and all he had to do was pivot and put the bat onto it.
Big shot, big heave, lovely placement. Virat Kohli has played a special shot. He's produced a beauty just when India needed one from him. Read the length early, went back and crashed it. Sweetly timed into the fence.
Well, before more, it looks like it will get there before the fielder. Kohli now in top gear, foot to the accelerator. That's gone. That's a big hit. Kohli is already turning the pressure back on the West Indies here now. When Jadeja was run out, looked very much as if the West Indies had pulled things back, but Kohli has taken over himself here. And that's cleared the fielder. Swung through the line and hammered it behind square for 4. Over the top. Remarkable shot. Bravo decides that he'll continue, whereas Sami does have another 2 overs remaining. Could have bowled out from this end. Short again, this time to Ashwin. And Ashwin takes advantage of it. Bang. Wasn't that far away from long on, but far enough. Short of a length. And a cross-barred swat. 4 more. 12 fours now off Roach. Moves him to 94. Correction, 90 from 94. He's gone on 97 now.
Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant from Virat Kohli. He's found different angles. He's been heavy on the leg side, and through the offside he's driven beautifully. Full toss, low full toss, difficult to get away at times, but he middled it brilliantly.
There it is. He'll hurry for 2. Return on the way from Sami. Getting those 2 quite comfortably. Virat Kohli, his 14th 100 in one-day internationals. Second match in which he's captain India. That's well shot, but straight to the fielder. So that's a neat way to end off the innings. So after 50 overs, India 311 for 7. West Indies have a mountain to climb, and India are just beginning to climb theirs because they lost the first 2 matches and they hadn't even started to clamber up the side. Now they feel, right, we can get this one. And then they have Sri Lanka in their final match, and they still have the opportunity, if they can win this one, and especially if they can win it handily and get a bonus point, to go through to the final. But there's the man of the moment, India captain Virat Kohli, with a magnificent innings.
Centre to bat were India. I tell you what, pretty pleased about it too. They've got over 300. They've got 311 for 7, thanks to Shikhar Dhawan there 69, and the skipper Virat Kohli 102, his 14th one-day 100, and some other useful contributions there from Sharma, Vijay, and Ashwin as well. 24 extras, far too many from the West Indies. And a total of 311 for 7. Bowlers, you can expect, and you get a score of 300 plus, win around the track. And that 1 for 69, 2 for 51 from Best. Sami was not bad actually, 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 28. And Samuels, he got a wicket, so did Pollard, and so did Bravo. So hard work for the West Indies as Kohli and co got stuck into them. So the target then, 312 of 50 overs constitutes a run rate at 6.24 runs per over. Okay, time for a quick break, and when we come back, it will be that West Indies run chase.
Big job in the hands of the opening batsmen, both who have had significant scores in this tournament. Chris Gayle, the 100, and the West Indies' first game in Jamaica. Johnson Charles getting that 90-odd in his second innings of this tournament. So they're in good form. They will need a good platform and a start. The they get the 312 needed, it will be the West Indies' highest successful run chase. So we have a significant game in our hands. India in dire need of points. Chris Gayle, many know that he can play the explosive innings, but he can also play the long innings. He has a history of that, and his team needs him to fire. Johnson Charles played brilliantly for us. He was fantastic in scoring 97 until he tried to get it in one, get the 101 shot. Doesn't need a second invitation. Number of bowlers, both in the IPL and around the world, feel that if there's pace, they can test Gayle with the short ball, and he's vulnerable to it. Well, that wasn't short enough. It was just about hip high and played well.
If he's going at that length, he's got to try and get it above Chris Gayle's eye line. It sits around there, he'll be picking his spot, that's for sure.
See, that's what happens when you give whiff to batsmen earlier. That's what I try to avoid doing. There are times that it works, but I want to attack a tight off-stump line. And I think it's risky when you do that to give Gayle freedom.
Cracking shot. Once you find the middle of that bat and you calm your nerves, it feels so much better and you end up making better decisions. The problems bowlers have is when they do vary their line or length, they forget the basics.
That's it. That is it. A little bit of extra bounce as well in the drizzle. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has been speaking to Bhuvaneshwar Kumar down at the third man. And is it something he said?
This is his technique. His feet go nowhere, but once again poking at it just a little too early. That's what can happen on this pitch. That's a big one. Seeing the back of Gayle, especially after that square drive. Gayle gone for 10. West Indies are 1 for 14.
Darren Bravo on his home ground has come to the crease to replace Chris Gayle. And the third ball is consistently too short. He's got to let the ball do the work in the early goings here while there is something in the service.
Just set up for him. And he was waiting for it, Johnson Charles. He likes that pickup shot. He handles his weight really well. Edge taken. Change of angle has worked and it's Darren Bravo. Doesn't come any easier if you're at first slip though.
Yeah, he will reflect Darren Bravo and say that is a loose shot early, and Russell Arnold is jumping up and down because it's a wide half volley which he advocates. Mahendra Singh Dhoni applauds his bowler. Bravo goes for 1, it's 25 for 2. Marlon Samuels replaces Darren Bravo. Change in length, it's such a variable length that he's bowling. 29 for 2.
Oh wow, take a look at that. What a cracker of a shot. Just waiting for that length from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Doesn't have the swiftest of deliveries. Really lay into that.
Well, he didn't slug this, he just dismissed it.
He's gone over the top. 6 more, I think. This is a hit by Charles.
He's not fooling around, Johnson Charles. I reckon he figures he's seen enough. That be 6. Just a dropped inside and then hit the boundary. Third umpire believes it didn't, and it hit the boundary on the full, so 6 more to Johnson Charles. Yeah, see, I reckon he's had enough, Aaron. He figures he's seen what he needs to see, and now he's going to set about the bowling. Try to give the West Indies a quick start.
Well, he's certainly getting a move on now. It's getting a little dark on the edges of this ground, and Charles has decided, like you said, he's seen enough. Nothing by way of footwork, but the good thing is that he generally plays late. Well, the rains got heavy.
It began. Now it's down to 274 off 39 overs. Well, he responded again. Second delivery, well up to him, and driving it to the left of mid-off before aerially. So he was out for 97 in Kingston. Good delivery. Umpire says not out. They're beseeching the umpire to say out. Umpire Peter Nero says not out. They put the case very strongly to him. It was a wicked delivery, and they feel that it's brushed the glove on the way through. Peter Nero didn't feel so.
That's brushed the glove for me.
For Sharma, for Karthik, for most of the Indian players they did as well. And for Raina,
extra effort from Sharma. Bend your back. There is something for the bowler in this pitch.
now he's gone. Now he's got him. So it didn't make all that much difference. Thick outside edge this time, no difficulty for umpire Nero on this occasion. And the West Indies have lost their third wicket for 64. And in some danger here of conceding a bonus point as well. A lot of batting to come, a lot of batting to do.
Cross seam delivery once again, but that did not rise sharply on the batsman. It was a nothing delivery compared to the one before, but it's got the wicket. Samuel's gone for 6. West Indies are 64 for 3.
Kind of welcome which reveals the kind of expectations they have for Kieran Pollard here in his home ground. Gone, not long, one ball for Pollard. West Indies crumbling here. Short delivery, not dissimilar to the one which Sharma produced to Marlon Samuels, which didn't get the decision. This time thicker and going straight into the hands of slip. One ball for Pollard, 4 down for 65.
Extra bounce. You just can't keep him out of the game, Bhuvneshwar Kumar. But Pollard, a lot was expected. Goes first ball. West Indies 65 for 4.
Huge responsibility now on the captain, Dwayne Bravo, coming in to replace Kieran Pollard. In the air, and this is going to be another dismissal. 5 gone. 69 for 5. West Indies really crumbling here. This is a huge disappointment to a big crowd which has turned up. Well, another wicket for Sharma. Weak shot from Johnson Charles produces the 5th wicket.
Once again, we see a batsman being undone by the extra bounce. The sponginess because of extra grass on this pitch causing problems. Who's the man in form? Johnson Charles gone for 45. West Indies 69 for 5.
Well, it's high in the air and it's got enough legs on it to go for 6.
Here are two players who know each other very well from their time together at the Chennai Super Kings. Dwayne Bravo and Ravichandran Ashwin. That was short, it was dragged down, and Bravo launched into it.
In the air and taken.
Further trouble. So the move from Kohli here to replace one of his spinners and get Umesh on and change ends for Vasima, who I thought had a negligible first spell, has borne fruit. Going across the line of a delivery on middle stump is always risky business. It may have just held as well. So another great shot, and Ramdin is on his way for 9, 91 for 6.
Stroke this high over cover, Darren Sammy. And Peter Nero confirms that it's gone for 6.
Such a big shot.
That's close. He's shuffled and gone. The finger is raised. It's an easy decision for the umpire. He was all over the shop, slipping, sliding, and in front of the stump. So Umesh Yadav has been a good introduction. He's picked up his second wicket.
Fast and straight he goes. It's a big gap on the onside. Deep square leg, so square leg mid-wicket area was there for the taking. That's what Dwayne Bravo tried to do, but missed the ball. He's gone for 14. West Indies are 7 for 108.
Slow delivery and given. Umpire didn't hesitate for a second. Sammy now is gone, and that's a serious dent. Now that is a massive blow for India, because Virat Kohli is now sensing a kill here, and a magnificent win it'll be for India. How close was this one? Maybe hitting leg stump.
If you had DRS, I don't think it'll be overturned. And no hesitation at all, Nigel Long. Again, Darren Sammy was going slightly across the stumps. Gone for 12. West Indies are 113 for 8.
Big shot, mid-off. That's gone. That's gone. 6. Brilliantly done. What a counter punch. Kima Roche with a massive drive here. Over cover, 6, magnificently done. What a shot. Now that is one heck of a shot. Powerfully put over cover with the spin. Have a look at Narayan. Have a look at this glorious drive.
He got inside it. Going over extra cover, never easy. He didn't get as close as he should have to the ball, but backed himself. Got his body into a good position.
That's a big hit. Well, these late order batsmen are enjoying themselves. Thanks, Russell Arnold, for introducing me with that shot.
Not going down without a fight. Kamar Roach.
Pulled away and goes for 4. Good shot. Swung around, and that's a 50 partnership between the two of them. Roach moves on to 32.
Got into good position, got inside the line. Kamar Roach just helped it along its way.
Now back in his lap. Sharma waits for it to come to him, and Narayan picks him out precisely. Didn't go all the way this time. Indian flag waving there, but it's been an entertaining partnership between these two.
Never was in position to get the leverage he needed. Ball that was a bit too short for that shot. But Narayan entertaining 21 comes to an end, and 171 it is for 9.
And that's the end of the innings. Arm ball from Jadeja. Roach plays a...
Rohit Sharma 46. The West Indies not able to get up at all. 45 from Charles was the best offer. 34 from Roach at the end, and 170 all they could muster. India win by 102 runs.